This is Anjay, and I thought just for a bit of a change I would do a product review. Why? Well, I was inspired to review a Christmas present I got, which is this this Vox AC30 AmPlug2. What is it? It is a headphone amp. If you've watched the channel before, you'll see I do some acoustic guitar stuff, but I've always played electric. But since the advent of children in my life, that becomes a bit more difficult. So having a headphone amp is really important, and this is by far and away the best one I've ever used. So I thought I'd talk a little bit about it and then do some quick sort of examples of the sounds that it makes. So first things first, it's by Vox. It costs about £35-ish, £40. There's a few models. There's a heavy metal model, there is a blues model, a cleans model, a classic rock, and obviously the AC30, which for me kind of sits in the middle of all of them. Pretty simple. Put your headphones in there, plug this little bit into the back of your guitar, and you've got a gain, a tone, and a volume. But on top of that, you've also got some built-in effects. So you've got a chorus, a reverb, and a delay, and they are not subtle. I'll show you them later. And a few tremolo settings. What else is there? There's also an auxiliary port, so you can shove your MP3 player into there and jam along to your favourite tracks, which is really, really great. So how am I going to do this? Much more difficult than I expected, but what I will be doing is playing straight from my Godin here, changing around the pickups, and I'll let you know which ones I'm using, straight into a computer. However, there is a splitter so that I can wear my headphones as well, because otherwise I can't hear anything that I'm playing. So, on with the show. So we're all set up. I've got it on the neck pickup, single coil, volume's rolled off a little bit, we're on gain setting 1, volume setting 3-ish, and tone all the way up, just to give you a real clean sound. If we play around with the effects, just to give you an idea of what they sound like, they're not subtle, but they are good. Got a really kind of thick chorus. And then my favourite, which is the reverb, which is a nice really thick reverb. There's also some tremolo settings. There's a very subtle tremolo on the first one. Just hear it kind of wobbling around. And then a much less subtle one, which is pretty unusual for me, but some of you will love. Anyway, back into no tremolo world. Roll up the gain a little bit, roll off the volume a little bit, see if we can get some usable tones. we roll the gain all the way up, take the volume down a bit. Now you're not going to be getting sort of any death metal out of this, but you might be able to get some decent rock sounds. Obviously, apologies for the classic, but... So there's plenty of usable tones in there. My favourite just has to be low gain, single coil, volume off, and just playing around with that kind of bluesy. Letting the volume control on the guitar really kind of temper everything. And I think that's my favourite feature of this, the fact that the volume control on the guitar, unlike a lot of headphone amps, isn't just on or off. You can really blend that kind of clean all the way up to the distorted just from your guitar. So all in all, this is an absolutely fabulous device to get. For the price, for what it can do, for the versatility of it, I couldn't recommend it more. So if you're like me and have children and need to have a safe space to play, Vox, any of them, whichever one takes your fancy. The AC30 for me is absolutely perfect because I can get everything I need out of it. If you're more into your heavy metal, get the metal version. If you're more into your classic rock, get the classic rock version. It makes sense, whichever way around it is. I hope you enjoyed this. Hope you found it useful. I'll try and do some more. I'm hoping to get some more stuff this year. Hey, if Fender's listening, I'd love a Telecaster. As you can tell, I'm desperately trying to seek that single coil sound. But until next time, yeah, play, have fun, try out new stuff, and go and buy yourself a Vox AmPlug. Cheers.